Hello everyone, my name is Kitamari of JP Niche Gaming, Lonnie Clips on Twitter, and I'm here to present another episode of Fae Farm. This is part 4, and without further ado, let's begin the episode. Thank you for watching. Nice night here, and I kind of want to head back home as soon as possible if I could figure out what I'm doing. House storage. Hey, house storage. Why is it so close? Actually, where am I relative to where I want to be? My homestead's right there. Shovel is not strong enough. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, get this one. Oh, goodness. Let's go upward a bit. Door is locked. Go up and up. Oh, little craftable. Oh. Okay. Jump. Okay, pergola. Oh, that looks nice. I would love to craft that, actually. So I have a feeling we're gonna end up getting kicked back home, and I hope we don't lose anything of note. Not sure about that. I've already been kicked back home, but I was already pretty much at my homestead at that point. It's getting late. Time to go home. We have to hurry home before we get eaten by wolves. That probably wouldn't happen, but you never know. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could craft anything. This rustic stool. Let's go ahead and put it... We already have a stool right here. I don't know, would we get credit for having 2 stools? Well, we might, but I think we can make something more exciting than that. Let's see. Or not. We make... bamboo rug. Kind of curious about that. Oh, we can place it. See you in the morning. Let's just go to sleep. Oh, wow. There we go. 331! How nice. The new day has begun. Look at the spring peepers. The butterflies. So, yeah, it's definitely worthwhile to do this. Done reviewing. Okay, so it is the next day. Here we go. We want to cook 5 things, prepare 5 meals, but let's go ahead and water our crops first. We also might want to get some silt so that we can plant more things. Nice. That was very fast. Let's go ahead and make some toasted nuts. We'll make a lot of these. What else shall we do? Oh yes, let's figure out about our silt situation. Definitely some nice silt to be had here. Alright, now I'm gonna go and collect whatever has finished. Hi! Hello! Let's pet you. You're curious. Alright. Let's go ahead and put some food in your bin. Oh, we have an egg. Alright. Our first egg from our first Chiku. And take a look at you. Hi! Again. Fresh air. Well, I would hope that this counts as some fresh air that you're receiving here. Oh! We can make a cooked egg. Let's prepare that. Return to Cleo for rewards. Oh, you're just sitting around being cute. Well, while you're there and while I'm waiting for my omelet, I'm gonna go ahead and craft more of these. Oh yes, and I wanted to have some areas for flowers, and I wanted them to be... I'll put them right here. What's he up to? Let's see. Oh, we're out of silt. And we have two sand left as well. So, let's get out of there. Grab this. Fantastic. Are we out of storage perhaps? No, we're not. How do I grab this? Do I just have to go here? Yep, there we go. Nope. Oh, some charred fish. Alright. Let's go find Cleo. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to wherever Cleo is here. Cleo is actually over here somewhere, but she's here today. I like that they travel. They have their own agendas for their days, and you might not always be 100% sure where they are at any given time without consulting the map. Ooh. Howdy there, friend. I chose Azoria to retire to because of the island's mysteries. That and the mayor offered me a house for 1 florin. Preparing for the mines. Oh, nice. I can't wait to go to the mine. It's time for our preparation inspection, Kitamari. Let's see. Potions, food. Yep. You're all equipped. I think you can handle it from here. This key to the saltwater mines is yours now. Before you go running off, though, I've got another thing or two to teach you about exploring dangerous dungeons. So a dungeon is what we adventurers call any large and potentially risky place you might want to venture to. You can leave a dungeon any time you like, but when you return, you'll have to work your way through all the levels you've already explored. Yes. You can make some dungeon seals as you go. I'll teach you how if you've got a minute. You're not busy with anything, right? So, a dungeon seal is a bit of mechanical magic that lets you revisit a specific floor of a dungeon directly, without having to explore the floors above it first. You know, what would be really interesting is if there was some RNG involved, and maybe you get like a dungeon seal that lets you go to level 999 or something. That would be really cool. I don't know if that's a thing. It probably isn't. A little magic, a little crafting ingenuity, and you have yourself a bona fide shortcut. All you need is the copper to make one, and guess what? Where that is? In the dungeon. Keep in mind that you have to place dungeon seals in order. Place one on the first level down, then the second, and so on. So why don't you try making a dungeon seal? You'll craft that in a seal crafting station. If you don't already have one, you can probably construct one pretty easily. Okay. Seal crafting station. The backpack is full again, of course. Alright. Let's see. Where am I going? I want to go... Oh, okay. I'm getting more and more of a feel for where to go at any given time. Oh, he's all glowy. I bet he's special, but we need to go down to the square, sell some things. Alright, here we go. Let's put these fellows away. Alright. Egg. And, oh, you know what? I may want to keep some of these. I mean, I am going to the mine. That would make a lot of sense. And, you know what? I also want to just go ahead and put some stuff away inside of a little storage area. We go. Transfer these 5. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and plant the... Uh-oh. So, it appears that flowers, yeah, they need something different. I was thinking I would put flowers there, but they need something else. Seems, yep, soil for growing flowers is different. We need to discover more items to do that, which is fine. I could just use these for the things. Oh, we can also reclaim our ingredients. Doesn't matter. We're going to put away the flowers for now. How do we do that again? Store all. Transfer the stacks. All right, let's transfer these stacks. Quite a few stacks to transfer here. Just transfer all these. Nice. Pick up copper ore. So we can just head down to the mine this instant. That's pretty exciting, actually. I really want to. Well, first, let's see what is it going to take to make the seal crafting station. Animal lure. Okay, seal crafting station. We need the copper ore itself. Okay, we need 10 copper ore. Let's go to saltwater mines. If we happen across any villagers along the way, we'll talk to them. Oh, she has a quest. Hello. I love watching the blossoming trees in spring. Oh, she has hearts in her eyes. Oh my, what an exceptional specimen. Haha. While I was specifically speaking about the flowers, you seem rather exceptional as well. Anyone can be exceptional given the right parameters. For instance, I'm Dr. Rosalind, botanist and primary consultant on all matters pertaining to horticulture. Plant growing, I mean. I've heard that you, Kitamari, are an exceptionally talented problem solver. An excellent inquiry. I am currently attempting to breed a floral species that would be completely unique to this land. The question remains, how does one go about combining plants to create a new type of flora? If the topic interests you, I would be willing to review the basics of combining plant traits with you. How nice. Gonna make a pink flower. We're gonna need to, I guess, do a kind of checkerboard pattern. The white and red, that's what I'm assuming. Splendid. Let's start with the fundamentals. What do you hypothesize will happen if two fully grown flowers of different pigmentation were to cross-pollinate? A new color, correct? So if we were to plant a red rose, leave a space, and then plant a white zinnia, we should, with a little luck, see a new pink flower grow between them. Okay. In order to complete the experiment, you'll need to procure two flowers of different colors and a flower bed to place them in. Return when you've seen the results and we can review them together. Alright, so we are doing a checkerboard pattern. It'll just be one that has some blank spaces in between to make space for our adorable pink flowers. Anyway, I'm just determined to get this guy. I decided that I must have him. Jiggle. Yay! Okay. Here we go. No hesitation. Come on. All right. Oh, thank goodness, rockfish. Yeah, I think I have fishing figured out now. It's definitely a process wherein I was not being aggressive enough. Like when the fish was starting to... When the fish would start to show some resistance, I would let go. I would really let go, and that is not what you're supposed to do, actually. You're supposed to... It's kind of hard to explain. It reminds me of when I had been trying to explain Stardew Valley's fishing system to a friend, and then it's just hard to explain exactly in a way without more physical demonstration how it works. Let me actually try to see if I can explain it in any sort of helpful way. Well, first of all, he would have to be interested, which he's not. Oh, he is interested. Oh, fish are so they're so complex, truly complex creatures. I'm holding square, holding square, holding square, holding square. Really seeing holding square. Okay, this salmon was easy, so it's not a very great demonstration right there. Whoops. Okay. We have to switch to a tool. Oh, here we are. We're right here where we need to be. And I'm filling my inventory up with a bunch of things that I don't need to be filling it up with. So that I can run out of space again. Let's head into the mine. Cover the switch to unlock the door, or place a dungeon seal in the teleporter. We're definitely going to pick up a lot of new types of ingredients that we will need for crafting. So it's always nice. I think this is just a regular old piece of stone, yep. And what are you? I like how they have slightly different sound effects, too. Coal. Now we can make copper ingot, bug juice, flutter dust, frog sweat. Frog sweat, huh? Shell bits, Lowlands Critter Conservatory, beach, basket flooring. It's 1717. Goodness gracious. And now we have unlocked the switch to open our next location. Very neat. We want to find some copper, so we should just keep moving forward, I think. Till we get... How much is it? We'll need 15, but definitely save 10 for making the seal station. Two pieces. And get this one. I'm gonna get 2 pieces again. Fantastic. So, I think that mining in this game, it's gonna be nice. I like it already. I like the fact that there are obviously going to be very many floors and that there are ways to gain access to and earn your way to upper floors. Hopefully that whole process is not too arduous. I kind of want to talk about other mining systems in games and where Fae Farm stands compared to other ones that I've played before. So, let's start with the best. What is the best? I would say Stardew Valley is probably the heavyweight champion just because it is almost like a whole RPG put into the game. You have monsters, you have treasure, you have very distinctive extra caves to go to. It's always very exciting to go during the winter to a unique cave. I'm curious if there will be some noteworthy mines in this game as well. Like some memorable mines that you think, oh yay, it's time to go there. And yeah, I think that's probably the best. Cornucopia also has a fantastic mining feature, mining system that I really enjoy. That one, oh gosh, that one is so good. I'm gonna have to continue that one again soon. And the worst, right? The worst, let me think. You know, I have to say some of the Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons titles are very, 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 very good. And some of them are very bad when it comes to mining. Some of them don't even have a place to go mining. I know there's a particular Story of Seasons game, I think it might have been the first one that went by the name Story of Seasons, wherein you just have a little patch of area that you just get jewels from. Now, granted, that game had extremely lucrative gems, so you would want to actually go mining. It's just it's this tiny little patch to mine from. It just wasn't enough, really, when it comes to exploration, but it was also the most lucrative I've ever seen, perhaps, in a game. Oh gosh, who are you? Hello? What is this? What are you? Oh gosh, don't... Oh my gosh. Why am I terrified? Okay. I thought for sure... I don't know why I assumed that that's Drexian on the... Drexian was gonna be a friend. I don't know why. I thought, what a cute pocket watch, and then I just get attacked. Okay. Oh, I need to play horror games on this channel, don't I? If I'm gonna get terrified because of a pocket watch, then horror games are really gonna hit. Okay. Alright, so we have... Man. We have very little energy left. Look at our energy levels. We're gonna have to find one of those little glowy green spots to get some energy from. Because it's only, like 1 p.m., right? It is nowhere near 1 p.m. It is 8 p.m. See, it's just like I was saying earlier. I was saying that time just flows, it goes far away. Oh, hey, how nice. They have a little alert letting you know, hey, do you want to eat some broiled shellfish? I like that. That's actually a very clever way of doing this. What I would do for a feature like that in Stardew, like being able to have the lucky lunch just pop up, like, hey, do you want to use me? Lucky lunch. That's so cool. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Let's just leave. Let's just leave. Thank you for the offer, but we don't need to eat that right now. Oh gosh, it's gonna just stay there, isn't it? It's going to stay there. It's okay though. I'm still grateful. Let's take that. Oh, this is a game that comes across as if it's trying actively to add useful ideas to this genre. Useful features, useful ideas, things that make the gameplay loop even more eminently playable. Split log fence. Oh no, I scared this poor little fellow. Oh no, he left. He's just left. That's kind of odd because I don't feel like I ever scared them before like that. Okay. Hello, sir. Oh, well met and all that. We've met before though, Drac. You're a great go-getter, Kitamati. It's important to stay in shape, champ. There's so much out there to explore. I'm impressed with how you handle those jumbles, champ. Good boy. Alright. Oh gosh, the spooky woods. We need to head home. I wonder if there's a instant warp home function. I'm just not using it. I'm just not thinking about it. So yeah, when I start playing horror games, it's going to be... I don't know what it's going to be. Now I'm scared. I hope it, I hope my heart can take it. I'm pretty sure it can. Oh gosh, we didn't go and put things down in the... Okay, so do we want to take a chance and go down, see if we can put things for sale? You know what? It's not that important. We could just go home. I'm gonna craft the copper seal though, but no, it's alright. Let's stay somewhat on task. I want to see if there's anything interesting to make now that we have some stuff. There's nothing. Nothing terribly interesting to make in here. Okay. Now let's just go to sleep. Let's hold for sleep. New mail from Alaric. Lucky number 7. We sold 137 things. New day has begun. Okay, so I'm going to put it on pause. Final thoughts so far. I'm still very dazzled by this game. I think it's a lot of fun. Now that I've actually done mining, I could see myself just losing oodles of time in the mine. As you could see, it was it was 8 p.m. and it was so easy to lose track of time. I like the quests, and as I had mentioned prior, and I'll just mention it again, there's definitely this sense that Fae Farm is trying to take all kinds of amazing elements from all kinds of games and just make what could be considered an ideal game in terms of gameplay that just kind of cuts all of the areas wherein repetition can really set in and just create a very streamlined experience, an experience that just makes you want to keep playing and makes you want to play the next day. Like right now, I want to play the next day. I know that I want to stop the recording here for now, but I'm definitely excited to just keep going and keep doing things and try to clear the farm, make a lot of plans for the farm. I love the controls. I think that the controls, I don't have any major complaints about the way the controls work, and there's always stuff to do. There's always stuff to collect. It can be a little bit overwhelming almost, but I don't feel overwhelmed in this way that, oh, I'm going to miss out on stuff. Like, oh no, I'm going to, really miss out if I don't do this thing at this time. It really feels like there's enough time to do everything. It's just there's a lot to do and you can go about it at your own pace. And that's a really good feeling. It's a feeling like you're not missing out on uh, limited time situations or scenarios. And this is just, I feel like this game could be sort of gateway for people who haven't played games like this before, or even, I would even go as far as to say that people who have tried games that are within this genre, this sort of cozy farming genre, and haven't been into them, I think Fae Farm might be the game that just kind of does everything right mechanically to make a really, really fun gameplay loop. One that you always have goals, you always have things you're working towards, you always have things you're curious about in this early part of the game. Now, year two, I feel like I'm saying all of this stuff, and I'm not saying any of it with finality because who knows what year two is going to feel like. I'm always starry eyed, hard eyes over the first season of every game, even ones that I end up not liking so much. Like, for example, I was talking about Story of Seasons. I love many Story of Seasons games, but some of them I didn't love quite as much, but I always loved the first, let's say, two seasons. So I feel like Fae Farm is going to need a little more time, maybe, for me to say that I really love it, even though I probably sound like I love it, and I am loving this time with it right now. So, I really don't want that to be something that I'm minimizing. I want to make it clear, like, I'm really loving this game so far. These are some fantastic first impressions still considering this to be first impressions because year two is going to be interesting. It's like how much content is still left for me to do in year two. How am I feeling about the gameplay at that point? Has repetition started to become an issue? And yeah, I feel like I feel like this game pretty much perfect when it comes to, let's say, day-to-day activities that I'm doing. Like if I finally figured out fishing, I'm very happy about fishing. And I'm happy about how crops work, how planting and harvesting the crops work. They seem to process extremely fast. And the animal system seems a little bit like it's, I don't know, trying to introduce new things it doesn't need to introduce, but it's very functional. Feeding the animals is very fast, hanging out with them, knowing that, they're fine. The character's just moving her head around. So let me get into some criticisms then. Because I definitely do have criticisms so far. I think the biggest criticism I have, and this is something that's fixable, so I'm hoping that if I could just play it into the universe, perhaps someone, of import will hear it. There needs to be more variety in NPC dialogues. There needs to be added NPC dialogues. There needs to be more depth when it comes to the characters. They repeat too much of the same dialogue over and over again. They say the same things. They say boring things. And it's kind of peppered with more worthwhile conversations. So I'm like, okay, bring us more of these worthwhile conversations. I'm curious about what the character events are going to be like. This is kind of a point for me that is important because it's my favorite thing in these types of games, the relationships with the characters, feeling like you're part of this community where there are NPCs that you like and dislike. Well, I usually don't end up disliking anybody, but feeling like you're just kind of in this town with these characters that you want to get to know, you want to max them all out, you want to see all the events with them. And the best of the best I've ever played all do extremely well in this area. And I feel like Fae Farm has so many great qualities about it, but it may end up faltering in this area. So I am not 100% certain. Like, let me go look at the relationships real quick. See, when I go here, I don't see too much in terms of pertinent information. Like, We know their birthdays. That's cool. That's fine. Their likes, I still have to figure that out. I'm curious if finding out what they like and dislike is going to be, is it going to be a trial and error situation, or is it going to be just a matter of increasing our relationships with them and then naturally finding out? I've been spoiled by games that do characterization and events and event sequences and all of those things extremely well. So like this game doesn't quite measure up to the best I've come across, obviously, in that arena. I'm thinking of Rune Factory 4, and I'm thinking of Cornucopia. Cornucopia is really, really good in this area. Cornucopia is a game that we returned to on this channel. I was very shocked with how well it does with that. Stardew Valley, of course. Love it, Stardew Valley. Those characters are iconic. And I'm going to say all of the Rune Factory games actually do quite well. And some of the older Harvest Moon games, which are the OG Story of Seasons games, that's a long story. Because there's kind of this issue where there are some Harvest Moon games that aren't actually Harvest Moon games, and it's a lot to talk about, but there are definitely ones that do well in that area, and I'm always on the lookout for ones that I feel are doing very well when it comes to their characters, when it comes to their world, when it comes to character events. I haven't really come across anything terribly exciting so far as character events so far. It seems like the process of getting to know the characters is baked into the quests, which is okay because, for example, I mean, it could be okay. It could still end up being very bearable. Like Eddie, friends with Eddie, I feel like Eddie is a funny character. He's cool. He lets us know in many different ways how much he loves fishing. And I do enjoy the dialogues overall that I've come across in the quest line. It's just, I need a little more in order to become truly immersed in that section of the game. Now, if the game just doesn't do well with relationships, I feel like there's still so much other stuff for us to dig into. There's so much to collect, there's so much to craft. Also, excited about this. I'm excited about how combat might work. So, anyway, thank you for listening, and I will see you later.